Jay, every day we come across people who are starting new businesses. We see all of the news reports, hear the articles, conversations amongst friends and families. Everybody's talking about starting a business. The world seems to be encouraging and pushing people into starting a business to help out the economy or for whatever reason they give. My question to you is, with the way that the world is going, should everybody become an entrepreneur?
No, absolutely not. You know, I'm actually pretty sick of it. If you ask me, or you are asking me, I'm telling you, you're sick. I'm sick of it. I don't even give a metric. I believe, at first I felt like it should be like 25% of people should be entrepreneurs. And I still feel like that. It's 25% of the world should be the entrepreneurs. And then the other 25% should be self-employed. And 50% should be employees. Why you say that, Jay? First of all, let's just go with everybody trying to be self-employed to be entrepreneurs, right? Well, they'll never grow no business. Who's working for who, right? That's just practical. Doesn't even take no real brain power, right? If everybody's playing the game, who's watching the game, right? Now, dig a little bit deeper. Everybody's not built to be an entrepreneur. You're just not. I believe everybody can be a soldier in the military if they go through basic training. But how many people go through the basic training to become a soldier? You know what I mean? What you can do, especially as grown people, we have to learn that everything we can do don't mean we should do. And it's just the world has changed to do everything you think you big enough to do, as the old folks used to say. I did everything I'm big enough to do. That's not a good idea. It's never been a good idea for everybody to do that. Then you know how I feel about true entrepreneurship. The risk tolerance of being a real entrepreneur and what that takes, what you would have to endure to really actually be a successful entrepreneur. If you actually are successful as an entrepreneur, man, a lot of people don't have that in them. And so they need to stay put. When we were growing up, again, entrepreneurs was called the crazy people. And that's cool. I was one of those people. I was told that in college when I decided to become an entrepreneur before social media and all that other stuff like that. It is what it is. That's something I woke up doing. I was always unorthodox when it came to starting businesses. I had the guts to do things that nobody else would do, things that didn't make sense to nobody else. So it made sense for me to do it. You know how calculated a lot of these people are, and they're talking about taking risks. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't move unless they see the next 10 steps ahead of them. Entrepreneurs don't operate like that. They jump they have the stuff for the plane, but the plane's not built. They build the plane on the way down. And then you have the individuals that's, self-employed. 99% of these people now that are trying to make people self-employed are literally just trying to get away from the big bad boss man. But you're giving up your job working $8 an hour to work for yourself for $18 an hour. How sustainable is that business model? Yes, you have some outliers, like Tim Ferriss wrote, that you have the 4-hour work week people, but that's not the majority. That's not even the vast majority. That's not even a 50-50 thing. That's the vast minority of individuals. Because what happens is, what people don't realize with this self-employment market that we have, is that people don't have imagination. And so it becomes very, very difficult when you have 100 people don't want to work for nobody, and those same 100 people in the same community trying to do the same thing, or the same 3 or 4 things. So how many of these people are event planners in one place for themselves? How many people, selling candles for themselves? How many people, started a t-shirt business for themselves? Which I have a t-shirt situation. Yeah, I get it. But you grow and you mature, you start understanding, everybody's just doing it. They're watching the other person. I can do that myself. I'm not going to buy his shirt or her shirt. I'll make my own shirts. I'm not going to buy his or her candles. I'll make my own candles. I'm not going to support what they're doing or work with them. I'm going to create my own events. And the list goes on and on and on and on. but it's no imagination. It's no problem solving. You know, nobody's solving real problems besides the fact that they want to make a couple dollars and they don't want to go to work to do it. So people aren't born like that. People aren't put in that space to where they automatically just jump out there and want to take a lot of risks. It's a special sort of individual. Can you be trained? I believe you can go to an entrepreneurial type boot camp. But all people that have the entrepreneurial goal, gene, doesn't mean that you do it for yourself. Sometimes you best at being number 2. You best at being number 3 or 4 on somebody else's team. Because somebody have an infrastructure that's already set up and they need you to push them over the top, because you can have that highly calculated individual create a business, but they're scared to take a risk. They won't take a risk. And if you come on their team, you'll be the risk taker. For them though, because you have no structure. You're not analytical. All you are is conceptual. And so you have these ideas and you want to jump out and then start making moves, not knowing no metrics, not knowing what's going on. Y'all a perfect match. They might have more money than you. They might have all things set up. So your skill set might be better there. But nobody wants to hear that, because everybody want to have this thing where I'm doing my own thing. But I got a chance to sit back and watch people over 10 years, 15 years, people that's working regular jobs that go to better than regular jobs, then to that career type job, and they're growing. But you know what else they are? They're way less stressed than people leading on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? That's the entrepreneur that's there is stressing. One of my best friends in the world, actually is a brother of mine, has a trucking company, and we always laugh about this when he was, talking about the owners of his company along with a bunch of other truckers when he was just a truck driver. Now he has his own trucking company with multiple trucks and multiple employees, and they're talking about him. And he understands the stress that his owners are probably going through, because they have to pay for their petrol. They have to pay them regardless of whether they got paid or not. They have to find a way to make it happen. Now, everybody's not built for that. So do I think that everybody should be an entrepreneur? No, please stay in your lane. Please find your lane first. Stay in it. Leave room for those special individuals that have that gene, or that gene has been developed in them, nurtured and matured in them, that they're willing to take the risk. And by all means, brother or sister who had that amazing job, be there on the side to support them. Be there on the side to invest in them. Don't invest in no crazy person, but I'm just saying, if you found that person that you see that has that gene, that's trustworthy, that's doing what they're supposed to do, invest in them, be there for them, support them. Be in their business corner, shameless plug, not shameless. Be in their business corner and support that person so that they can survive the entrepreneurial fight and you guys can benefit from it. Because if they have a real business, that means they're solving a problem that probably nobody in their community is solving right now. And you can help them get over the finish line, because it's going to help not only them in their pocket, but the whole community, you included. So no, please, ma'am, please, sir, don't just put entrepreneurship as the number one thing on your list to do, no matter what the fad is. Do what you are best at and get in a space where you're going to grow in your career and lead that entrepreneurship stuff to the people who are built for it.